Alright, folks. Altered today. Lyra starter deck. Let's crack into my last of the Gen Con starters. See what I find. I've been very excited for this game. Very excited to get my hand on some boosters. Got our token sheet, rulebook, and our playmat. Super useful. And our deck. Let's see what Lyra looks like. Looked like they had a lot of elements of chance. That can be a lot of fun in a card game. Sometimes you don't want to, brain hard. You just want to have a good time. And it's nice to have those options for people. Not everybody wants to sit there and brain hard continuously. You take your shot and you see what you get. All right, got our QR code card, reference card, more reference card, Ortis Recruit tokens, Brass Bug token, Buddha token, a common foiler, the map on which to play, and our hero, Nevenka and Blotch. You commit and target a character you control, roll a die. On a 6, it gains anchored. Beautiful. It means it lasts an extra turn on board. 2 to 5, it gains a boost. And on 1, it goes to reserve. It's a 1 in 6 chance of sending your stuff off the board, but very cool ability overall. Love to see that. Then we've got 2 copies of Paint Prison. It is a 5-cost spell with fleeting. You may discard a card from your reserve to reduce my cost by 2. And return target character or permanent to the top of its owner's deck. So not only is it off the board, it's delaying their next draw. Pretty cool. 3 copies of All In. It's a spell. 3. Roll a die. Target character gains X boost, where X is the result. Yeah, that could be that can be a big swing right there. 2 copies of Asmodeus, 6-cost character. It's 5/5/5. On entry, roll a die. On a 4+, it's anchored. On a 1 through 3, it's 3 boosts. Dang! So it's either a 5/5 anchored or an 8/8. It's a nice big 6-drop. 3 copies of the Hatter. 4 from hand, 5 from reserve, 5/5/0. And while it's sitting in reserve, you can discard it. Target character with a hand cost of 3 or less gains anchored. So if you load somebody up with boosts, you can keep them around. Got the Ouroboros Croupier, 4-cost citizen, 3 copies of that. 0/4/4, and if it's played from hand, roll a die. On a 4 up, draw a card. On a 1 through 3, put the top card of your deck in reserve. Not a bad thing at all. Good card advantage. Got 3 copies of Lyra Chronicler. It's a 3-cost character. It's a 4/0/4. Just straight up nice numbers. Got 3 copies of Lyra Cloth Dancer. 3 from hand, 2 from reserve, 0/3/2. And if played from hand, up to 1 target character gains fleeting. Giving your opponent's character fleeting. Very, very cool, actually. 2 copies of Esmeralda. 2-cost character, 0/2/2. Played from hand, you get to resupply. 2 Tanuki. It is a 3-cost character. That's a 3/3/0 with played from hand. You get to Sabotage. Another nice little card advantage trick. 3 copies of Lyra Scald. It's a 2-cost character. That's a 3/0/2. 3 copies of Hathor. It's a 2 from hand, 3 from reserve character. That's a 3/3/0. And if it's in reserve, you can discard it to return another card from your reserve to your hand. Yeah, not bad. You get to return like your Asmodeus back to the hand and replay him. Get some extra value that way. Ouroboros Trickster. 2 costs from hand, 1 from reserve. 0/0/0. But roll a die. On a 4, it's 2 boosts. On a 1 through 3, it's 1 boost. So this is either a 1/1/1 or a 2/2/2. Interesting. Then we've got an Off You Go. 2 from hand, 4 from reserve. Send to reserve target character with a hand cost of 3 or less. Good value. You know, you always need removal in card games. A Paint Prison that costs 4. And you can discard a card from your hand to reduce its cost by 1. Got the Ouroboros Lyra Bastion. It's a 3-cost permanent that if you would roll 1 or more dice, instead roll that many dice plus 1, and ignore the result of your choice. Super great for these gambling powers. Then we've got Khadgar Mage Dancer. 2 from hand, 1 from reserve. 1/1/1. When you roll 1 or more dice, I gain a boost. Super strong for this deck. Then we've got an Asmodeus that costs 5, has 4s. All right. Got Esmeralda that on entry resupplies and costs 3 from reserve. Tanuki that gets to if played from reserve, roll a die. On a 4-up, Sabotage. And an Ouroboros Trickster that costs 2 from reserve, but on a 4-up gains 3 boosts. So it's either a 1/1/1 or a 3/3/3. A big swing there. All right, so the theme here is definitely like card advantage and some rolling the dice. And I dig it. It looks like a lot of fun. Can't wait to see what's in the actual set, because there could be some real fun shenanigans there. Yeah, looks like a real good time. Cannot wait to play that deck. All right. Thanks, folks. Have a great day.